For 2 weeks, the whole planet's focus has been on southward Korea, wherever the planet's top athletes include been competitive for fame in the Winter Spartakiada. But it is not fair such winner who include seized our imaginative. As in each Olympic Games, supporting for the underdog has crossed national borders. In Pyeongchang, such underdogs include, by and big, go of African countries, maybe unsurprisingly. Following all, Africa is not named for its snowing and ice pack. It helps how lot include inspirational stories of overcome the prospect to do it to southward Korea, stories that lot expect will instill some athletes to pursue in their footsteps. The Nigerian bobsleigh crew has been a special favorite, the echoes of cold runnings, the Jamaica bobsleigh crew that fought their way to Calgary in 1988, tinkling firmly in fans' ears. The 3 female are portion of the at first Nigerian deputation to do it to the Winter Games and the at first African crew always too competitive in the bobsleigh contest. They include been fated as heroines and part models in Nigeria, female who were constrained to rotate to crowdfunding in procedure to perform their Olympic vision. They though emerging on the Ellen DeGeneres show in the US, pride examples of which African female can do while they set their minds to it. The just issue in how story is how not one of the 3 women powerful crew was unborn in Africa. Instead of, they include selected to present the nation of their parents. And the combination in their low rankings leads several to request, is the all fair for Shaw? Card Olawole, a Nigerian-based social relations specialist, surely thinks so. It seems to me how these African countries saw in prospect to do an exterior at the Winter Spartakiada out of making the difficult job, and the athletes perhaps saw in prospect for world acceptance on the plate of their parents' countries, so it fair plant. Surely, they are not the just sportsmen to use their legacy in procedure to do it to the Spartakiada. The year's largest renowned sample is Elizabeth Swanee, someone, love the bobsledders, was unborn and grown in the US. But she did not competitive for the US. Instead of, she introduced by the Magyar flag, with her my grandparents' ethnicity to classify. Her despair to competitive has go by flame of different room, and though led to several debate of if the embrasure necessary to be close. Mr. Olawole agrees. Same absence of regulatory and unconcerned during the state system tool how following period, nobody of everywhere in Europe or America can solve to visit several sport occasion and use their Nigerian or Somalian legacy as a law to registry for such a occasion, lift cash and be celebrities virtually night. But which if you thick felt a especially powerful drag to the nation of yours parents' childbirth. How, Mr. Olawole says, would be penalty, but just if how customer loyalty came over the customer loyalty to the location you now lived. To me, patriotic is while you include a superior stock option but select to equalize in a less than appealing stock option since he's yours homeland, he told. Sabrina Sima Ndeer, who competed in 2 events for Kenya, is a instance in spot. Unborn in Kenya, grown in Austria, she knew precisely who she requested to present. Ghana's Akwesi Frimpong is L's favorite in Pyeongchang, winner legions of fans in his broad smiling, vividly colored hat and dancing moves. He was unborn and grown in Ghana before he was 8, while his mom took him to the Netherlands. He has been rather outdoor on the reality he initially tested to competitive for his adoptee household at the London 2012 Spartakiada, but his ambition were crushed following he incurred an trauma. Tinula Akinola, who plant in kind of sports sale, is as well all for more than African countries creature provided, though if they include to get artistic in procedure to do so. Yet to put things in prospect, qualification for the Spartakiada in a new kind of sports is no little deed, and the is connected to instill youthful human beings of Nigerian or African legacy world, to be artistic in their attitude to sport and to get implicated in the trial of de-inventing the mainland of Africa. Thus each solitary sportsman out down there presenting Africa deserves everything gain they receive. Togolese crucifix country mountain skier Mathilda Mibi Patai Jean is one sample of a nation receive artistic. She was unborn in Togo, but competed for France at Sochi. She swapped countries following Togo close her above Facebook. But she believes her exterior one will include encouraged other to pursue in her footsteps. He's not, since down there is no snowing in my nation. How down there really be any skies, she told. Down there are no national borders, we are following all in the 21st age, and nobody should be capable to do everything they wish to do whenever they wish to do it, and how's fantastic.